Tyler, your tank has received serious damage. It's time to retreat.
What? Retreat? No. I don't know how I got out here, but from my short time on the battlefield, I've learned one thing. And that one thing is that war takes sacrifices. And I know what I have to do.
The Wii era is such a wonderful time. Once we got over the great Wii shortage of '06, everyone got their hands on this console.
And when I say everyone, I truly mean that.
The Wii reached such a wide audience, and that was all due to one simple fact: that you didn't have to be a gamer to enjoy this. And this was made crystal clear by one simple game packaged with the console. I don't even need to show the game and you already know what it is. Wii Sports took the world by storm. The concept was flawless. Being able to bowl in my living room?
Nice throw.
What the?
The pure, simple, and easy to understand concept made Wii Sports one of the most recognizable and well-liked video games of all time. You mention this game around people who aren't gamers and they're already thinking about Matt the computer or throwing your Wii remotes through the TV. Wii Sports is and always will be an amazing game, but after Wii Sports came the hard part. You've got a brand new audience, the casual players. What do you do to keep them coming back? How do you get the casual audience to buy a brand new game? First, you keep the Wii brand going strong, and second, you package the new game with a Wiimote and sell it for $10 more.
Yeah, no, that's an insane deal. A Wii game plus a Wiimote for only $10 more than a Wiimote normally goes for? Yeah, it's really kind of a no-brainer to pick this game up.
Judging by the fact that this game is in the top 50 best-selling games of all time, it's safe to assume that most people have a brain. So now we have Wii Play, a brand new motion-controlled based game that's not about sports. What could it possibly be about? I see. Wii Play is a minigame collection released in 2007 highlighting different ways to use the Wiimote, whether it be aiming at the screen or tilting the controller. There are 9 minigames that can be played alone or with a player too. The game was met with very mild reviews. Critics said stuff like it's not as fun as Wii Sports or you'll get bored within minutes.
Okay, but why even bother sitting here wasting your precious time listening to what other people thought about the game when you could be developing your own opinions and thoughts on the game by playing it yourself? Okay, now let me talk about how I feel about the game.
So, Wii Play offers 9 minigames that are all pretty different from each other, starting off with Shooting Gallery. I feel like if you're making a Wii party game, you have to include at least one Shooting Gallery minigame. This one's rather simple. It's your typical Shooting Gallery minigame. Each round throws different things to shoot at, ranging from balloons to UFOs. It's one of the better Shooting Gallery minigames out there, but I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty hard to screw up a Shooting Gallery. Oh. Next up, we have Find Me. No, not that one. In this minigame, the screen floods with a crowd of Miis and you're given a prompt. With that prompt, it's your goal to find said Mii to move on to the next stage. The faster you find it, the more seconds are added to the clock. As far as I'm concerned, you can just keep going, but there gets to a point where it gets pretty difficult. This one's much more fun with another player because it gives you much more incentive to find the Mii first. After that, we have Table Tennis. Cool. Next is Pose Me, a minigame that has the player dragging a Mii across the screen with a cursor, filling in bubbles without letting them touch the ground. To do so, you have to act fast and swap your Mii's pose to match the one inside the bubble. It's a lot easier to show than it is to explain what this one is. So, here. After that, we have Laser Hockey. While it plays like your typical air hockey minigame with you aiming at the screen to score a goal and defending your net, the sound design, the lights, and the overall atmosphere is what makes this one stick out. It feels more like you're at an arcade with this one rather than your classic boring old air hockey minigame. After that, we have Billiards. Cool. Wii Play also has a fishing minigame that fills a pond with different types of fish, and it's your goal to catch as many as possible before the timer runs out. Occasionally, different fish will be worth more points, and bigger ones can appear in the pond, so be ready. After that, we have Charge, a minigame that has your Mii riding on a cow, and it's your goal to knock down scarecrows to build up points by tilting the Wii remote. This is what I imagine Texans do for fun. And finally, we have Wii Tanks. This fan favorite puts you and a friend up against an army of enemy tanks, and it's your goal to take them all out and see how far you can go. When you think of Wii Play, this is the minigame you think of, probably due to this one being the most well thought out. First off, you have to use a nunchuck for this one, and second off, each stage has different tanks, and you have 2 different forms of attack, a landmine and normal shooting. This is probably the best one of the 9, easily. Wii Play only features 9 minigames, and some of which are better than others, like obviously Wii Tanks and fishing are up on top, while games like billiards and table tennis just seem to exist. Unfortunately, nowadays there's not really much of a reason to pop Wii Play back into your Wii other than, oh shoot, you remember Wii Play? But what it really excels at is recognizability, and that's what most classic Wii games did really well. Games like Wii Fit, Wii Sports, and Wii Play focus on much simpler and easy to understand games to really dive into the casual audience. I mean, you had everybody playing these games, from people who've never touched a video game before in their life to people who've been playing for years. And being able to capture both audiences is something that's not easy to do. Wii Play's simple games leave for much more memorable experiences because, let's be honest, these games never left you, because when you hear a song from Wii Play, you're like,
Holy crap, I know this one. It's the Tanks theme from Wii Play.
But if you hear a song like,
Holy crap, I know this one. It's Bowser Jr. Minigame Theme 1 from Mario Party 9.
these are the types of video games I miss. These are the games that'll stand the test of time because they're just pure, simple ideas and nothing more. I love when developers take the hardware they're presented with and think, man, this would be a fun idea, wouldn't it? And then they go and implement it in a creative way. Nowadays, games are long, complex, and complicated, which is far from a bad thing. It's just nice to have these simple games to go back to from time to time. And sure, Wii Play might be extremely simple, and some could even say lacking content.
I mean, it came with a Wiimote, so does it really need more than that? I mean, that's more than Ethan came with, so...